Good afternoon, my great people. Today, I would like to answer a question which may even be lingering in your mind. The question is, why do men die earlier than women? This was something which was recognized in 1750, that men, even in sheltered environments like monasteries, they ended up still dying earlier than the nuns. So this afternoon, I want to answer that question. Doctors also wonder. Medical sociologists also wonder. Today, I'm going to use the medical sociologist's view to answer that question. How do medical sociologists explain this strange thing? And with this, I'm going to borrow both in the world of medicine, that's the biological, the social, and other dimensions, other allied disciplines to explain this phenomenon. In matters of biological aspect is the aspect of hormones. The aspect why most of the men, they died. Men die more on heart diseases compared to women. And nature has taken care of women because the hormones they have, estrogen, it acts as a protection for them when it comes to cardiovascular issues. With the men, with the hormones of androgen, it acts against, and so men end up being at risk when it comes to cardiovascular diseases. Men are also likely to have high suicide rates. Why do they have high suicide rates? Men, it's very likely, even if they have got mental problems, mental health, which issues of stress, depression, and others, schizophrenia, they are not likely to go for attention because they feel going to see a counselor or a psychiatrist or any other therapist is a sign of weakness. So what happens? They will just better stay with their problem. They don't want to be stigmatized. And tied up with this is the aspect of the culture, the socialization, where men, boys are trained to have masculine characteristics. The masculinity norms. Men are supposed to be strong. They have to portray they are strong. So even when they are sick, even when they have got a problem, they have to pretend they are not having a problem. They have to pretend that they are strong. It's the feel. It is the expectation of the society that the problem which they have should be suppressed. It's only children and women who should portray their problems openly. And so you see, explain why men rarely go to the hospital. Because they feel if they go to the hospital, it is manifesting their weaknesses. It is very rare for them to go to the hospital, and if many go to the hospital, they are about to die, and many die. So it's very rare for men to go to hospital. Then there is the aspect of the occupational hazards. Men, they get themselves involved with occupations and they end up being killed in places of work. Things like firefighting, machine operation, maintaining and repair work, put them at risk compared with women. Men are also very poor when it comes to diet. They don't eat balanced diet. They don't take great caution when it comes to eating. It's very rare compared to women. Women are careful when it comes to eating. Men are also not, they don't care about exercise. And that is why you get some, they end up having problem of obesity, which put them at risk on cardiac problem due to blood pressure, due to cholesterol level, and due to diabetes. Women also eat less compared to men. When it comes to immunity, nature has also favored women. Women have got high immunity compared to men. Of course, even among men, those who have got blood group O, they have got high immunity compared with these other blood groups, even among men themselves. Men, most of the men are victims of alcoholism and tobacco use, smoking, and these are health hazards. Men also, compared with women, they suffer from loneliness. Man by nature is a social animal, but men, because of the socialization from their days when they were cavemen, hunters, when they were keeping quiet, when they were waiting for an animal to hunt. The past memories of going to hunt as a group, where they were keeping quiet, even though they are no longer hunting, still men, they like to maintain loneliness, to speak less, because the men, most of the time, men feel talking much. It is a characteristic of a woman. So men, what happens? They are lonely compared with women. Men rarely have social groups. Women are in social groups, so they are able to handle loneliness, able to handle social problems, able to talk out, to vent out their problems, but not so with men. Men have got a serious problem of loneliness, and they become even more serious even after retirement, when men come to realize that after retirement, they don't, even those people who seem to be close to them, they no longer even give them a call, because they were close to them as work partners, but they were not friends. Another issue is the aspect of the issue of medical checkup. Men rarely go for medical checkup. They go to hospital through force of circumstances, unlike women. And also when they go for medical checkup, women are very gifted in terms of language. So they are able to explain to the doctor how they are feeling. Men are disadvantaged when it comes to language. Then on the other side, on average, men are taller than women, the general average in the world. And this tallness contributes to bad mutations which lowers their lives, and also a lot of energy which they use to burn the calories. And finally, men take bigger risks. And even as I've been pointed also, they take a bigger risks even though they know they are going to get into a problem. They take a risk without caring about precautions. So what am I saying? Men is an endangered species. Men, they are weaker sex. Women are much stronger, and women live longer lives because of their lifestyle and the biological advantages, because it's so strange that boys are born more than girls. They are more in number, but as they grow, they end up dying and the number end up balancing. Thank you very much. I hope you have understood why men die earlier compared to women. Have a great day and thank you for listening.